let me get up my thing so I can alright, so I can pay attention to the chat. I know I haven't been on in a few days. It's been just, I don't know, I guess a depressing little week or whatever. I worked a little bit, not as much as I planned, so it's kind of stressing me out a little bit that, you know, people say they want these days and these days and these days, and then they, you know, cancel for whatever reason, and it really messes up my schedule, so it makes it a pain in the butt, and just been a little aggravating, because I look forward to the certain days when people say they need me to be there, and I'm there. So like, I was supposed to have 3 days at the farm. I only ended up having 1 day at the farm, and that cut out, you know, quite a bit of money. On the plus side, insurance is paid. Pretty broke, but at least I got my insurance paid, and I got food for the day, and you know, the last few days. But you know, my bills are paid, so that's a plus. I'm just not, you know, advancing as far as I wish I was, and that's what's stressing me out. So I've just been pretty depressed lately, so I haven't gone live in a few days. It's just been overall depressing, I guess. But I'm trying to keep my head up and try to, you know, keep going. It's just really stressful. Like I said, you know, when somebody says they're booking me for a day, you know, those are days I'm not looking for work on those days. So if they cancel, it's hard for me to replace that fast, at least right now. Once I'm built up, it's no big deal, because then I can, you know, call customers and say, hey, I have an open spot. But right now I don't have that many customers, so it's you know, I just want to get out of the spot I'm in, you know. And it's like I'm just at a point where I can just afford my bills and to eat, and I'm not making any progress. I still got to work on the van. I've still got to, you know, work on saving towards, you know, my boat, so I can have a place to live and not live in the van anymore. But it's just not going the way I wish, so lately it's been a little rough. So I just took a few days off for, you know, a mental break, I guess. I don't know. I've just been really stressed lately, because it really drags me down when people cancel. It's not their fault either. It just, you know, it sucks. I'm sure they have their reasons. I'm not mad at them or nothing. It's just, you know, when somebody says 3 days, I plan on 3 days, and I budget on 3 days, and I get excited about 3 days worth of work, you know. But it is what it is. I did work today a little bit. Got some hours in the day, so that was nice. Like I said, I paid my car insurance. That's taken care of. I just need to not just be able to take care of myself. I need to be able to start saving, and I haven't been able to do that yet. You know, it's been pretty stressful, I guess, but I'm trying to keep my head up and move forward and do what I can to you know, get out of this situation. I'm tired of living in this van. I'm tired of being dirty and gross. I'm tired of, you know, not having an air conditioner. It's so humid today. I mean, you can see it's just a hazy, ugly, humid, hot day today, and that makes it pretty rough. I want to be able to shower. I want to have clean clothes. I want to be able to do the things I want to do and get ahead in life. I want to build up my business. I want to do all these things, but it's just, you know, I need to get busier than I am right now, and it's just stressful. I am very grateful for my customers, and that I have work, period, that I've been able to at least eat and you know, pay my bills. And, you know, like I said, you know, insurance was starting to worry me, but I got that paid. And I've been able to eat, you know, at least a meal a day. Out of insulin again. I haven't figured out what I'm going to do about that. I ran out again today. I'm going to try to make a post to see if anybody has any. I'll buy it off them if I have to, or something. I don't know what I'm going to do about insulin, but I know it's, you know, it's something I have to have, so it's kind of nerve-wracking as well. But like I said, you know, I don't have money for that right now either, so I'm trying to figure everything else all at once. I'm just making enough to survive right now, which I'm grateful for. It's just, man, I wish I was busier, that's all. And when you're not busy, you sit here and you think, and you get depressed, and it's hard being homeless, you know. It's hard being, you know, sitting here by yourself every day in a van, not knowing who gives, you know, who cares, or like, it feels like a very lonely world, you know. It's very depressing. It's very, you know, it's very hard. And then on top of that, you know, everything's so daggone expensive now. You know, you buy a sandwich, it's like $8. You know, it's like, come on. You know, I've got to eat 3 times a day at least normally, which I don't. I haven't been in a while because I can't afford it. And that's $30 almost right there. Plus, you know, fuel and all that other stuff. It's just like, you know, you're looking at $40, $50 a day. you know, just to survive. And then on top of that, you have, you know, all your other, you know, stuff you need to do, like save and car insurance and phone and all that other stuff. It's like, you know, I don't want to be in this spot anymore. I'm so sick of being homeless, and I'm trying. You know, it's not like I'm sitting out there. I don't hold a sign. I go out and go to work. You know, I'm very able-bodied. I might be sick with, you know, my diabetes is doing horrible, but I don't care how sick I am. I still get up every day that I have work, and I go to work. You know, I don't want to be in this situation. I didn't choose to get sick and lose everything. But it is what it is. I've got to get myself out of it, and only I can do that, you know. It's just very stressful. So stressful. It's overwhelming. But, you know, all I can do is continue to fight and continue to do my best and try to survive. I gotta do laundry soon, and I've got to take a shower. I am so gross. I go to work every day, you know, that I can, and I'm nasty and I'm sweaty, and I come home, you know, especially after a day working on the farm, and you can't even, my home is the van, you can't even, you know, shower. It's so gross, you know, like I'm working nasty crap fields and stuff, and I can't even shower after I'm done cutting all that, the grass through all the fields and all that. It's just nasty. But it's just been a depressing week, and like I said, I took some time to myself. Didn't really do any good. I should have just came live, but sometimes it's just, you know, overwhelming, I guess, and you need some time. And but not besides, you know, people canceling and all that and stuff. It keeps happening too, and it's just annoying. Like they'll reschedule and stuff like that. So it's not like they don't want my work help or something. Just stuff comes up, but it's not their fault. It just sucks, I guess. You know, I just need to stay busy. I need to get out of this situation and buy a boat, you know. That's all I want to do is have a home. Everybody deserves a home, you know. I want to be able to take a shower after work and eat and do all the things that I need to do to stay healthy. It's so hard to do it in this van. It's so beyond stressful. Easter is pretty crappy. Just, you know, I worked the whole time, and just, you know, kind of sad, you know, because you see all the posts of everybody doing things to their family, and I've got nobody, you know. It's like I sat here by myself all day after work, and I'm glad I did work that day. I worked all day on Easter. That helped. Just keep, it's like most of the day. I think I got out like 2 that day or something like that. 2 or 3, I don't remember. But it's just, I've got to do more than sustain myself. I've got to get out of this situation, and I'm not making enough money just yet to do that. As thankful as I am and all that, to have these opportunities and all this, and it's building my name here. I just need more, you know. I need more work. If I have to work 7 days a week, you know, 10-hour days, I'll do it right now. Even if I don't feel good, I don't care. I don't want to be homeless anymore. I don't want to live in this van. I don't want to be hot every day. I don't want to be dirty and smelly and hungry, and I don't want a bunch of these things that are happening right now, and it's just, you know, something I'm stuck with, unfortunately. But it is what it is, you know. But hopefully everybody had a good, you know, Easter weekend, and it's not a whole lot going on besides, like I said, I'm just going through my little depression stage right now, just because, like I said, it's hard, man. It's real hard being out here every day. It's hard not being able to, you know, relax and have your own place to call home, you know. And especially when you're not going anywhere. It's like, it's, you know, like, I'm definitely happy that I'm doing better than I was. You know, I'm self-dependent. We haven't had to have any donations, and, you know, like, I don't know, it's been a month now that I've been able to at least eat every day by myself, you know, and that I'm thankful for. But I need to get ahead in life, you know. I need to get a home. And I know I'm going to get there. It's just taken, you know, even to start saving. I haven't even still fixed this van yet. I have no turning signals in this van. The oil change is way overdue, and I need brakes in this thing. And so, like, I can't even, you know, that was my first step, and I haven't even saved a penny towards that yet. Because every penny I make goes to food and fuel and living, and like I said, I just paid the insurance and all that, and I just can't get ahead. But I do need to stay positive and remember the things I do have, because, like I said, we haven't we haven't gotten no donations in a month, and I haven't needed them, which is great, you know. I just need to get ahead, and I'll get there, you know, and figure it out, and be, you know, I'm grateful for everything, and I'm grateful for everybody who helped me get through this to where I can sustain myself a little bit. Now I just got to figure out how to push forward and get out of this slump. But I'm sure I'll figure it out, and all I can do is keep trying and keep pushing my name out there and my companies, you know, to try to eventually get this company legal. I don't want to, you know, I want to get out of painting completely and everything. I hate painting with a passion. I just want to be, you know, I want to get back into what I used to do, which is my junk removal business. That's what I did for the last 8 years before I became homeless. And I did really, really well for myself. And that's my goal again, but it's just, you know, I've got to come up with a trailer then and all that. This van isn't going to make it too much longer anyway, so I've got to start saving up for another vehicle. I still got to get up, you know, get somewhere to live. I can't just continue to live out, you know, outside in the van. It's not going to work forever. You know, I need a bathroom and a kitchen and all that stuff that, you know, to stay clean and to eat properly. Keep my insulin cool and all that. I just can't do it. You know, I don't know how to do it yet, and it's frustrating when you just want the simple things in life. You know, like I don't want, you know, a fancy anything. I don't want anything special. I just want to have a place to call a home where I can shower and I can eat and I can cook and clean, and, you know, and be healthy and start my life. You know, I'm not getting any, you know, I'm not getting any younger. I'm 43 years old. I don't want to die alone. You know, and you know, my van. And I'm not saying, you know, like I just want to get out of the situation. It's been so long, and I'm just overwhelmed and stressed, and I know I can get out of it, and I know I will. It's just like, how much longer can somebody take of this? You know, it's been so long, and like I said, I've made progress, and I've come far. You know, I'm, you know, I'm where I'm supposed to be now. I'm working. It's just not as much as I need to. I'm charging way too low right now too, and that's half the problem. You know, I'm only getting $25 an hour painting, and normal painters, if anybody knows, like I can paint a house, an exterior of a house, like say a 1,500 square foot single family home, in probably about 3 days by myself, 2 or 3 days, and make $3,000 or $4,000. I'm only charging $25 an hour right now. So people are saving a lot of money by, you know, hiring me, which is good. But at the same time, I'm not licensed, I'm not insured, so it's also, you know, very hard for people to, you know, want to hire me. Not that I don't, and I don't have my own tools anymore. I need to come up with, you know, I need to get a pressure washer again. If I start painting, which I'll probably still paint a little bit here and there on the side just because it's good money. But I'll just take bigger projects, like a full exterior or something. I don't think I want to do interior. I think I'll just do exterior and then do junk removal again once I get my company going, at least, because I can push out quite a few homes, you know, a week. I can probably do 2 homes a week and, you know, make a significant amount of money and do pretty good for myself, as well as doing junk removal on the side, which is really good money. And there's a lot more money in junk removal than painting. And then also you have the resale opportunity in painting, because people throw away a lot of good stuff that you can resell. So I made a lot more money sometimes when I had my junk removal company off the stuff I was selling than I did the job itself. I've been given, you know, I've gotten cars, newer cars, not even old cars, nice cars, and, you know, I've got, you know, collectibles and guns and all that stuff from junk removal. And I used to do really good on my resales. And I definitely want to get back into that. I miss doing that. It's a fun job. It's a job, you know, I enjoy going to. But to do that, I have to say I look for the insurance, the registration here, and the company. It's going to cost me probably about $6,000-7,000 just to start my company back up, because I need a trailer as well. I can start with a small trailer. I don't need a dump trailer at first, but you start with a small cage trailer. You can get one of those used for about $2,500 to $3,000, and then you got to, you know, get insurance and make the company legal and pay all the fees and all that stuff. But that's what eventually I like to get to, because I can make serious money then. And if I mix that in with my painting, I should be able to do pretty good for myself again. But once again, I need to, people not to cancel. I need to have busy weeks, full weeks, and get out of my situation. And that's the only way that's going to happen. And I'm trying, but like I said, it's just like I can't control when people cancel stuff, and it really stinks sometimes, because you really look forward to that. But it's a very hazy day out today. I don't know why. It's very, very hazy out. That's why I named that title a title, because it's just weird out today. It's just like, I don't know, it's just like something's in the air. Very humid, very hazy. But, one step at a time, I guess. All I can do is continue at the pace I'm going and hope for the best. And be thankful for what I have done and what I have accomplished, But, I don't know. That's about it for today, I guess, really, I just wanted to give you guys an update video and apologize for not being on every day, and I'm going to try to do more. There's not a whole lot to, cover, and so they're going to be shorter lives for right now until we go back to our sunsets and stuff like that, and we'll eventually get back to there. It's just right now I'm trying to save every penny I can so I can, once again, I've got to get out of this hole, man. But I'm trying, guys, and I appreciate each and every one of you guys. Make sure you guys like, share, subscribe if you should support the channel. The links are below and scrolling in the description as well, and the QR code for PayPal is our tip jar. So I appreciate you guys. Liking, sharing, subscribing is absolutely free, though. Thank you. Have a good day.